Donald Trump had a press conference, and he is clearly just not up for the task of being president. And it has never been more clear than the videos I'm about to show you. In this first one, Donald Trump says, I mean, this is one of the ones you can't even explain. I can't even explain it to you. It is just so insane what he's talking about. And then he also, in a later clip I'm going to show you, he does not know what NATO is. It's so clear he doesn't know what NATO is. But first, here is the unexplainable.
But this president won't.
And this is, by the way, about the 2 astronauts who are stuck in space.
Let it happen. We're going to get them out. We're coming up to get you. I've authorized Elon. I said, can you get them out? Because, they've been left up there. I hope they like each other. But maybe they'll love each other. I don't know. But they've been left up there. Think of it. And I see the woman with the wild hair, good solid head of hair she's got. There's no kidding. There's no games with her hair. But, and there's a danger up there, too. They can have some failures up there that would be very bad. You got to get them out. So I've authorized Elon a week ago. I said, we have 2 people up there that Biden and Kamala left up there. And he knows it very well. I said, are you equipped to get him? He said, yeah, he's got a Starship. And they're preparing it right now. And
I didn't realize he referenced Starship. As you all know, as I showed you last night, Starship exploded. And he's like, Elon Musk's going to solve this. Hours later, that ship explodes. So yeah, Elon Musk is going to take care of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're liking this video, please hit like in the video. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're almost at 400,000 subscribers. So help us hit the milestone, and we'd love to have you a part of the community. Thanks so much. And then he was asked about the market sell-off, which really just pissed him off.
Mr. President, what are you making of the market sell-off this week?
I think it's globalists that see how rich our country's going to be, and they don't like it. There's a big market out there. But again, they've been ripping off this country for years, and they're going to do great. Everyone's going to do great, but we can't let this continue to happen to America. Otherwise, we're not going to have a country.
What happened to America? What? We're the richest country in the world. No one's ripping us off. No one is ripping us off. And by the way, you weak piece of shit, you can't even stick to your tariffs. You canceled them again for a month. So now we're just in this wait and see period. And I'm 100% sure that you and your billionaire buddies are making billions off of this, because when you post something, it's going to make the market go up or down, and I'm sure you're buying and selling. Your friends are doing the same thing with that information. And I would just love to see you and your friends' portfolios, because I'm sure you are breaking the law. Not that that matters anymore, but one day it will, and you are going to get in trouble. Mark Cuban responded to this by saying America has global trade surplus on services. Services have the highest margins and profits of our exports. That is where capital and expertise focused to get the greatest return for investors, which is exactly why the U.S. dominates in tech globally. The smart money will invest in tech long before inexpensive consumer goods. Because Trump's lackey, Lutnick, wanted to build T-shirts, sneakers, towels, and TVs in America. I mean, I'm like whatever with billionaires. I don't think they should be leading our country, but Mark Cuban obviously is a smart one. He's a smart one. That's not Elon Musk talking. And Donald Trump also said that he's considering to revoke the temporary protected status for more than 20,000 Ukrainians. And Mehdi Hassan said, put aside him confusing TPS and GPS. It's a classic Trump answer on any specific policy related to question. Some people say, I'll be looking at it soon, and that he's managed to get through 10 years of avoiding questions with the basic formula is an indictment of our media today. Let's watch.
TPS for the Ukrainians who live here in the U.S.
What about it?
Are you considering revoking the status for the more than 200,000 Ukrainians who live here in the U.S.?
What are you saying? I don't-
The Ukrainians that are here in the
Yeah,
U.S.,
yeah.
they're under a TPS status.
On GPS?
TPS, temporary status.
Oh, I thought you said GPS.
TPS.
Yeah.
There was some news saying that they were going to be revoked and they were going to be deported from the country. Are you considering that for the
Well, we're
Ukrainians?
not looking to hurt anybody, and we're certainly not looking to hurt them. And I'm looking at that, and there were some people that think that's appropriate and some people don't, and I'll be making a decision pretty soon. Okay?
President
TPS for the Ukrainian.
Yeah. I mean, he does this a lot, actually. I don't know if it's like xenophobic, where he pretends like he doesn't understand what someone's saying who has an accent. He does it all the time. I'm not sure if you noticed that. And yeah, and then here's this clip on NATO. Trump has no idea what NATO is. Just watch. Tell me this is a man. And by the way, just with all of these, imagine this if this were Biden. Let's imagine if GPS, if he misheard GPS, if he said that the woman had big hair and that they might fall in love behind the Resolute desk. Imagine that. Imagine if he said what I'm about to show you.
Are you going to make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay?
Well, I think it's common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to defend them. No, I'm not going to defend them. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And, you know, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem. France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. With Japan, we have a deal, which is a very interesting one.
Are you going to make that?
By the way, he said France, and then he could not remember another member of NATO.
A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think?
Does he ever seem more old?
France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. With Japan,
By the way, what he said there about if we have about how if they're not going to come and protect us, right? That's part of NATO's Article 5, that if a country in NATO is attacked, then the people in NATO, the groups in NATO, defend. And literally the only time NATO Article 5 was invoked was after 9/11 on behalf of the US. So the only time that Article 5 was invoked by NATO was the time when the world came to defend us. Can Donald Trump just know something? Just baseline something?